Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Time Sweeps Podcast. Brand new season. I'm Connor.
I'm Gary.
And I'm Wyatt, and today we're going to be talking about some of the things that we plan to have on the new season, what we've been doing in the meantime, and what
stuff.
A bunch of the new stuff that's been happening.
Basically.
Let's go.
Whee!
And we're back.
In this meantime, since this is the second time we've tried recording
Oh yeah.
Don't
first
talk
episode
about
of that
it. I'm
season
still upset.
It's
didn't
okay.
quite work
Rest
out.
in peace.
It's one of those things.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace, lost
But
episode. We'll have
we
a
might-
SpongeBob episode.
Yeah.
It'll happen one day.
Pilot number 2.
And then we've
Pilot
also
number
had
2 for number
D23
2.
Andor's premiered. We've got more She-Hulk stuff. We've had the small 5-second looks at a Daredevil helmet. We had that happen.
Yep. It was yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow belly.
We had some news about Wakanda Forever here and
Yeah.
there.
That
Some
happened.
video game reveals that we haven't gotten to talk about.
Yeah.
And now we have a background. And lights.
And a
new
table.
microphones.
And confidence.
And this table. I don't have that.
And what?
And confidence.
Oh, no. That doesn't exist.
My confidence comes from this table and the fact
Yeah.
that it's the height of my
Yeah,
chest
we
when
all
I'm sitting here.
Wyatt and I also got COVID.
Yeah, that's
That
another thing that
Yeah, that's also
postponed
why because we were supposed
Coming
to
back.
we were supposed to do it the recording the next time after that, and then
we were still...
Boyo tested positive. Didn't tell me.
Hey,
You
it was
didn't
the only
know.
difference was by a day.
I know, but
I
still.
tested positive and was like out for the day. Like the only reason I thought I had COVID was because I was coughing so bad that it felt like my brain was about to launch out of my
The
forehead.
sneezes were worse for me. The sneezes were awful for me. I don't know
I had
why.
like fluctuating fever all day.
Yeah,
that
like
day.
I.
And then when I had COVID, just had a cold, basically.
Yeah,
My nose
I mean,
was stuffed up.
He didn't get COVID because he already had it. But
felt like there was a gun in my head.
But then I was feeling like shit, and like I was supposed to hang out with my
So
girlfriend
saggy
Ellie
bag of shit.
that day, because she was coming back into town from college, and I was like, hold on, I'm having. Thanks.
I had the Bo Burnham song stuck in my head when you said that.
I was like, I'm feeling like I have COVID, so I'm gonna take a test. And then I went to CVS and got however many tests insurance would allow me to get for free. And
7.
actually, well, I got 4 boxes of 2, so 8.
Off by 1.
You suck. You're fired. Get out.
And then I tried to take a test, and then I swabbed my nose, and then my nose, as luck would go, miraculously started bleeding. And I didn't realize my nose was bleeding because I was trying to be frantic about it until I'd gotten to the second nostril. So the second nostril,
You blood
started
swapped your
I
nostrils?
I blood swapped my second
Cross
nostril.
contamination.
So basically, both nostrils
blood in the
were
hole!
coated with blood.
It's okay.
So and
sometimes.
the test came back positive, and I thought it was an invalid test because I thought maybe the blood just stained the second line,
Yeah.
but blood is apparently not enough to stop antigen from being detected, and it probably helped it detect. Possibly, it just
Maybe it
really-
was just reading the fact that you have AIDS.
Shut the fuck.
It's like the COVID test really tells you if you have AIDS.
I'm
COVID tells you if you have AIDS and if you have COVID.
It's like how a pregnancy test, if a guy pees on it, it'll tell you if you have some type of cancer or something.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's like an
It
actual
can,
thing.
yeah.
It'll tell you. I don't remember what it is. I think
Bro,
it's
I'm
prostate
sorry.
cancer.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't rely on that.
Oh, yeah,
but
but no,
it's a good lead.
Yeah, no, if you test positive and you're a dude that peed on it, you should go see a doctor just in case.
Bro, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start peeing on sticks.
It's either someone's injecting
think
you.
you just
It's either
mean
someone's
outside.
injecting with estrogen or you have cancer.
Hot.
It's true. There could be a lot of things. You could look from cancer to estrogen. Those are your opposite ends of the spectrum. in this case.
or you're
Not testosterone and estrogen.
or
Cancer.
you have both parts.
Yeah, there is a small percentage chance of that. If you didn't already know that you have
Yeah.
that.
Bro, what if
Which
you
you'd be
went
surprised
what if
who
you
doesn't.
lived up to 20 and you found out you had ovaries in there?
It happens a lot.
That's
Yeah, it
crazy.
happens a lot.
I remember
yeah.
when my grandpa talked about joining the Air Force, and they asked him, "Do you know you only have one kidney?" He was, "What?" He lived his whole life. He still only has one kidney, but like up
What a
until
man.
then, yeah, he was like,
Just only grew one kidney.
"Yep."
Yeah.
Dude, that would. What if someone you loved needed a kidney, and you're like, I have 2 good ones,
And then you're like,
and then
no.
they're like, you have one,
You
and it's
only
barely
have one.
working, so you're gonna need a kidney too.
You need one as well.
I mean, hey, at least
I
you have.
have two.
At least you
And
have.
they it's like the doctor standing there
Hey,
with his hands.
I
Like
never
this.
understood kidney.
It's like, Ram,
transplants.
hey,
Maybe
you have
can
a free
help me
slot.
understand right now. So
What
if I
if-
have 2 healthy kidneys, right?
Yes.
And you can take one of mine out, and I'm still good. Why can't you just take the bad kidney out of theirs? Or is that bad kidney making the other kidney bad, so they need a good kidney to correct the other kidney?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a
But,
filtration
so once
system.
that happens, can they take my kidney out and put it back in me?
Theoretically, it's possible, but,
But it's
you're the
not
one-
not
you're the one with the
advisable.
shit kidney.
It's not advisable.
good for the kidney.
Nor is it good for you because it could for it to correct the other person. It also has to kind of degrade itself ish a little bit. In theory,
The kidneys are it's a thing
kidneys
that
are
we've been.
sensitive as hell.
Yeah, they're weird. As common as it is to replace kidneys in a way, it's
that's
very
why.
sensitive.
That's why you don't want to take too much Tylenol and ibuprofen. Wait, or is that liver?
That's liver.
That's liver?
You
Okay.
can murder your liver with
Yeah.
that stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's hilarious.
Murdering your liver's fine.
Yeah, people do it all the time.
People do it every day.
It's only gotten worse in the past 3 years.
Alcohol and ibuprofen. The perfect
It's fun
mix
to
together.
it's fun to drink alcohol but grind up ibuprofen.
I was thinking you
Don't
grind it up.
teach your kids bad
You
things,
put it in the
Gary.
ice cubes.
You get a margarita, and you know how you salt the glass? It's just ibuprofen.
Call this a
And then-
knockout.
then just get us.
I call this the liver
Then
killer.
get a bottle.
You know how there's
melatonin,
Liver
crush
King?
It up with
I
a
killed him with this.
with a mortar and pestle, and then you're dead.
Yeah. I
Oh my
mean,
God, how many milligrams?
what a way to get something to your system, right?
Well, like melatonin,
work
you
real
die in your
fast.
sleep.
I mean, if you want it to work real fast, just put it in the other hole.
Bro, don't test me. Oh, is this a challenge?
All right,
I was
we're
gonna say, there's a
getting
reason
too,
why
we're
people
getting
die from
too
butt
into
chugging.
drugs for our first fuck.
It's over-the-counter drugs.
See? Yeah. Fall into sin. Anyway.
that went a direction. Fall into sin. Whoa.
You grabbed the F word, and I thought it was funny.
So
Dropped it like just point blank in the podcast
We-
at this
but
point.
right
we're
now.
we're
we haven't seen you since D23 happened. A bunch of stuff was announced and
Werewolf
revealed.
by Night.
Werewolf by Night, I think
Yeah,
is why
Werewolf
it's
by
most,
Night is real.
I think that's why it's most like
I have a countdown on
anticipated.
Instagram for
Yeah.
it. We're days.
Oh yeah.
Now. Yeah.
We're within
we were a
days.
month before.
October what?
7th.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And it's
You know what
directed by
else
Michael
comes out?
Giacchino.
You know what else comes out in October?
First directorial debut.
What else comes out in October? Something else comes out in October. One of them is Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Black Adam.
No. It's like another game.
Midnight Suns.
No.
No.
It's like anyway, it doesn't matter.
Do you have descriptors? I could help you out if I have some
Brain.
descriptors.
I don't remember anything. It's like October 4th.
October 4th.
Yeah, some comes
Game on
out
October 4th.
Some comes out on October 4th.
I don't remember when the new Assassin's Creed comes out. Oh, yeah, that's a thing that's happened. A
like,
new
there's,
Assassin's
like,
Creed
3
is
of them,
coming.
right?
3 projects. One of them's coming out soon.
What-
We've gotten Red, Hexen, and Mirage.
Hexen?
Hexen. It's going to be ideally about something dealing with witches, or the concept of
Ooh.
witches. It looks like it might be during the Salem witch trials.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed Red is going to be during it's going to be an
Feudal
RPG,
Jap-
feudal Japan.
Feudal Japan.
And there's another project I don't remember the name of. That's
Isn't
not
it like
Mirage, but it's going to be
in
an
China. It's going to be in China.
Yes,
that's gonna be
that
in
one's going to be
Japan.
the China one's going to be a mobile game.
Really?
It's like a mobile RPG type thing.
Okay. I really hope they don't
Maybe
do it like
something.
they did, like Bethesda did Elder Scrolls Blades.
It's going to be kind of like they know what kind of market they're playing on type of a thing.
Like, I was so disappointed by Elder Scrolls Blades, dude. I was like, ugh. Because they made it seem like this open world thing, and it wasn't.
You good there?
Maybe I'm thinking of the November month.
The month
Not
of November.
Not October.
I need to trim my
But
beard.
October That new Halloween movie's coming out.
Yeah, Halloween Ends,
Halloween Ends.
which is
This
something.
is the last one for like another 5 years.
Yeah, until this one makes too much money and they realize they need to make another one.
Yeah.
But
And-
people are going to die in this one.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis's Laurie Strode might die in this one. People are really up in arms about that.
I mean,
Oh,
Michael
wow.
Myers will probably have a mysterious death that doesn't look quite like a real death.
A death.
Right.
yeah.
Just like
Funny
he has
story.
every single time except for the last movie.
Funny story about the Halloween movies. Okay, and Ellie's probably gonna kill me for this. So Ellie and I's like first like night out type date, because we'd like had like lunch and stuff, but like our first actual like night out date, it was like a double date with her best friend and her boyfriend and me and her. And we went to see Halloween. Is this Halloween Kills or this is Halloween? We went to go see Halloween Kills, and yeah, first night out, we were sharing a drink, and then when we're handing the drink over, we're dumbasses and held it by the lid.
Splish splash.
and it was a large, like a movie theater large.
Movie theater large, and I remember the specifics of this because I've heard this story a few times from both perspectives. It was a whole lot of root beer.
It was a whole lot of root beer.
Oh,
Because it
Before
wasn't
the
the first
movie
time
started.
that
So,
root beer has been spilt on one of you. Specifically you, I believe.
Speaking of horror movies, I know you have opinions on this, but the new horror movie coming out, Smile. I'm very interested in seeing that movie.
I like their marketing campaign.
Yeah, the marketing's dope.
It's fun.
That was rad, right?
I mean,
Like
But
sitting- they
everyone
play-
talking about like, oh, this is gonna be so cool.
I was
It's
watching the Today
No, I'm
Show,
just
I was
excited
like, what
because
the hell?
I really the trailer looked interesting to me because there's this one moment in the trailer where this lady's just standing at the window of the car, and then she looks at the lady, and then like because her head like this is all you're seeing through the window of the car, and then her head just swoops down and it's upside down like it like went like that. In the trailer, I'm like, whoa, that looks weird.
It reminds me of the movie. I think it was called Truth or Dare.
Oh.
Which anytime that you were supposed to tell the truth or get a dare, someone would come over to you, literally smiling in the exact same manner, and you more than likely were going to die. So they basically just eliminated the truth or dare part, and it's, you're going to die.
It's weird, but dude, talk about a good marketing campaign, dude. Because like
Yeah,
it's
marketing,
fresh,
it's great,
it's new. Like no one's done something like this before,
at least in a while.
Yeah.
right? But like placing a bunch of people behind home plate and just having them, my face would get tired. That's a 3-hour baseball game. And just,
Yeah.
Right, just sitting there.
Professional smilers.
I guess that one lady was the creepiest
Yeah.
behind home plate
Like,
because she was like she
and
looked scary.
on the Today Show, I didn't put two together. I was like because I was watching, I was like, what the
Well, it took everyone a
hell?
minute because everyone's like,
Because
like,
a day later.
it was like, oh well, that lady looks weird, and then like it was like, wait, there's another person here.
Right.
Wait, there's another person. Wait a minute.
Like people were saying that it's like, oh, they're just being that way because they're on TV, they're on camera, they can
Right.
be seen. And then people were like, that's a
Putting-
lot of people smiling the same way.
Yeah. But like I just remember watching the Today Show. I was like, that's kind of weird. That looks
That's
kinda,
peculiar.
That looks kind of
That
funny.
comes out this month though, 12th. I mean October 12th. I think it comes
so.
out. What else?
There's
is
also
going
a
on
few
in
other horror
October?
movies coming out, like Barbarian or Barbarianism, whatever the heck it's called, and everyone's saying that it looks great and it just looks like another slasher movie. I'll be happy in about a month time when I can go 2 weeks without hearing about Harry Styles and Don't Worry, Darling. I swear to God.
What's Don't Worry, Darling?
It's basically another suburban nightmare movie.
But there's a lot of drama surrounding
But
it.
it's just 'cause
the
it's Harry
It's
Styles?
the movie Shia LaBeouf was supposed to be in.
Did
but
Harry
then-
Styles spit on Chris Pine?
Brad Pitt.
No, it was Chris
No,
Pine.
Chris Pine.
I thought it was Brad Pitt.
No,
it's Chris
it was
Pine.
Chris Pine.
Sure.
I'm
But, like, I don't-
112% positive.
Honestly, I think that was just the way they were trying to
Chris
shy away
Pine.
from
We
the
haven't
fact
made
that
a
Olivia
podcast
Wilde had
since
an
that
affair.
happened. We haven't made a podcast for a month.
Yeah. That's
Over
weird.
a month. I
That's
think a
weird.
month and 1 day. Or a month and 1 week once this comes out.
Yeah.
Well, because when's the D&D movie come out?
Okay, it is Chris Pine. Because I thought it was Brad Pitt, because isn't Pitt actually in the movie?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think he's in the movie.
When does the D&D movie come out?
I just
December
know I can't
8th.
stand Harry Styles' face. Anyway,
Is this the new one?
D&D movie, I don't think it comes out until after the new year, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe around the holiday time.
This one right here. I don't know if it has
Dungeons and
March
Dragons movie.
March 3rd, 2023.
Yeah.
So
They're banking on it being a spring release. There's a
which I don't know how
different
Chris
Dungeons and
Pine
Dragons
how
movie.
do you think Chris Pine's gonna do as a bard?
I
I
think
don't
he's
know.
gonna do freaking wonderful.
Yeah, I just hope that they do the joke that like one of the like they bring in one of those actors earlier as a completely different character
Yeah.
and they die.
Well, I want a joke to where
and then
there's
they come back
That's
same
funny.
actor.
I want there to be a joke where it's like the same actor plays a bunch of the NPCs, like the shopkeeper.
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Oh, like
as the
someone just
DM.
keeps reappearing.
Right.
DM, yeah.
It's the DM's character.
See, that's the kind of nuance and joking.
What if it's just Matthew Mercer?
they just have Matthew Mercer in the movie?
God, what that would if they don't have like a Vox Machina reference, like at least him standing
like
in the background.
something like one thing, because you can. Stranger Things did a lot, but Critical Role has also pushed D&D to a certain area of success. That
They have
we're
a million-
seeing.
They have at least 1 million views on every one of their campaign 3 episodes right now,
Right.
and that's weekly.
That's 1 million people
And then-
tuning in to watch this show.
Then plus everyone who watches it live. So that's like over like
That's
3 million people a week returning to this.
coming back and watching this over and over again. That is more views than certain like primetime TV shows get. That is better than certain shows will ever get in streaming.
Well, yeah, it's because it's free.
Right. But it's still that level of being able to see it.
Yeah.
Also, primetime television, depending on what channels you watch, is also free.
Fair.
With
527 million views on the channel.
But also, isn't like you
But
can you can
Markiplier
rewatch
has
it.
17 billion.
You can
views on his
rewatch it,
channel.
and doesn't that count as a view?
yes.
Yeah,
These
but
are also
I'm
4
I
hour
promise
long
you,
videos.
you watch one episode and you're not rewatching it
At
because
least
once you
not for a while.
once the episode ends, you're like, oh my god,
and you
that was
look up
4 hours of my life.
and if you look up Critical Role and you get all those clips of just short little things from the show,
That's other people.
yeah,
Like,
people are rewatching that still, but those will still get millions of views.
Mhm.
Even if they're repeats, that is still millions of people.
Right. Dude, I feel like
Outreach-
Critical Role has done things for D&D that no one else can have or has done ever.
Right.
And like
that's-
Stranger Things did. Yes, you're right. Stranger Things did some.
Yeah.
But I think Stranger Things brought it to the public.
Right. Like, it's always been there. People have always known about it.
And honestly,
but
maybe
as
it's
soon
like a
as
ladder thing. Like they're
Finn
like,
Wolfhard was playing it on Netflix, people are like, I can do that.
well, see, and what if it's like a ladder thing? People are like, hey, Stranger Things, D&D, that looks kind of fun.
I want to know more.
They're hype about it. They look up D&D on YouTube.
'Cause-
Crit Roll is probably the first thing that's going to show up when you look up D&D
Right.
on YouTube, and they're like, "What's this
And
thing?"
then it's like after that, it's corridor stuff, and then
Yeah, you're going to get
I mean,
Critical
Corridor's
Role,
doing something
Dimension 20.
impressive stuff.
Speaking of Corridor, Node, you know the work that the Bone
Labs, yeah.
Works came out for like the high end crap. Now there's
Yeah.
Bone Labs, which I'm wondering if they're going to do a PlayStation drop on that.
Mm,
But my sister has
they
a,
do
my,
PlayStation 5.
my sister has Oculus Quest now, so I'm gonna get Bone Labs. Like I'm just gonna give her cash so I can play that game, cause
Dude,
Boneworks has been in my Steam wish list for 4 years now.
dude, I just want if like that's why I'm so on the fence about like if I were to it was like PlayStation VR2 versus Oculus, because like the VR2 would have more features, but Oculus would have, or I guess the Meta Quest or whatever the hell they're calling it now, would have, it's more open.
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, whenever someone releases an API that would allow PSVR 2 to run off of a PC, then that would probably be the best option for me. But also, I don't know. It's just. But then again,
Well, because I want to
Quest.
get like one that I can hook up to my computer because I want to do mods in VR, right?
well, you can hook up the Quest, like the Quest 2 at least. Well, you can hook up the Quest and the Quest 2 to
Could you
your
do-
computer.
And do mods?
Yeah,
Because I just want the
you
lightsaber
can-
mod in
dude, you
Sword
can-
and Blade and Sorcerers.
You can hook it up via USB-C or have it stream.
and do mods.
Yeah, because it would just be using the signal from your computer. You can do Steam VR through Oculus Quest.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and since you have gigabit Wi-Fi, you could just freaking stream it.
Yeah. I have
Like,
2
you-
gig Wi-Fi now.
You have 2 gig? Oh yeah,
Yes.
you'd be fine. You
So
would
much
be
better than my
fine.
Wi-Fi.
Oh, and so speaking of PlayStation stuff, I was getting 6 up and 6 down the other day, and I was like, why? I'm
Really?
Ethernetted in.
That's
So
weird.
there was like I had to do this fix where I had to forget all my Wi-Fi connections, turn my PlayStation completely off, re-upload everything, and
that must have been.
and
a
then
new
I was
update.
getting like I was still like only getting like I was getting like 500 up
Weird.
and 500 down. I wasn't
You're
getting a full
you're
gig.
directly from the switch box over there, right?
No, I'm from. There's a cord right there.
Oh okay.
I mean, there's a port right there, Ethernet port right there.
Oh okay.
You can see where the wall's all messed up.
Okay. Well, it's probably routed towards that switch.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But what else are we talking about?
We haven't really addressed this process that we've gotten to over the break.
I mean, we did in the last
What
one, but
what process?
Then it
Yeah,
died.
but
The
it's
last
not-
one
it
that we
died.
haven't released.
So
Yeah.
what process? Like the process of doing
Yeah,
this?
we are now much more into this than before.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're no longer at a circle table. This is a custom-built table specifically for our purposes that we can...
That our Gary boy built himself.
And Jordan.
And Jordan.
Shout
yeah.
out to Jordan. We'll have him on again.
Yeah.
I know he wants to come on again. So
Yeah.
We're going to get him in this.
We got to get Logan in this too. Season 2 is gonna be Logan's season.
I know he's been wanting to on since the first
has come
episode.
to an end. The time of orc is
the
here.
time of Gremlin has come.
The time is now.
That reminds me, my favorite meme is starting to come back around.
Oh.
Or one of my favorite memes.
Is your favorite
No.
meme? Damn.
It's Hot Girl Summer has ended. The time of the orc is here.
Oh yeah, and it's just a big old
It's that
meaty
orc.
woman.
No, it's the orc that was inspired by like Harvey Weinstein from the
Oh.
Lord of the Rings movies. No, that's legitimately what they say. Like if you look at him and then look at a picture of Harvey Weinstein.
At least they made him an orc.
Well, yeah. He doesn't exactly look like an elf or a human.
So I built this table.
That's a different story.
Jordan and I did. It is just this is like vinyl on top of it.
Final.
It's cool to roll dice on. Dude, I just realized something. Having this dice on the thing, this is how we can make decisions like mid podcast.
Mid podcast.
Rollies, rollies,
Just
shit.
rollies.
Dude,
Um,
that's
We're
a good
being
idea.
indecisive.
But
We're mediating problems. That's
So
what
and this
is a
table-
healthy relationship.
these short sides right here, we can come together, and that's how we could play D&D on the channel, which is something that we want to do moving forward. Wyatt's been working for
I've
a
been-
while on this
I
campaign.
have got plot lines on plot lines on plot lines.
plot lines on plot lines on
We just need to get the people together and do it. I've come up with different ways of bringing D&D to the channel. I've been talking about mini melee,
Yes.
gladiatorial combat on a miniature scale.
There was an idea that I kind of pitched as like a one-off thing, and Wyatt was just like, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to run.
I'm gonna run with it. I'm taking this. This is mine.
This is
now.
mine now.
You're my friend now. We're gonna have
Because I
soft
thought-
tacos later.
I thought we could do like one. We could have like a level 1 build,
Oh yeah,
and then or like a level 20 build this time.
I've thought this out.
A level, yeah.
This is going to be a gladiatorial system where you can either have a character that levels up or you just build the most broken thing.
Well, like
We agree upon a level range and just go from there. We can bring people in. We can have more than one person. We could have all sorts of different kind of
We
fights.
can bring Adam in.
bless you.
Excuse me. A bunch of different things. I plan on going full Roman Colosseum to a certain degree on this. I'll bring in animals. I'll bring in boats.
Boats.
I'm going to make a little
You should make a Roman
stadium.
Colosseum that could actually fill with water, like in real life.
Tell you what, I could probably figure that out. It's getting the boats to actually function that'll be the hard part.
So I've been around a lot more other DMs lately, and shout out to John. He's DMing a game that I am in right now, but I didn't realize how spoiled.
Shout out to John.
Yeah, shout out to John. But
John.
anyway, I didn't realize how spoiled I have been with Adam on how good he is as a DM. Shout out to Adam.
Shout out to Adam.
No offense, John.
We will have you because Adam, this is first game. Like it's like he's doing really good for his first game. Like he
In general.
yeah. But Adam is like
He's
I didn't
been-
realize how spoiled I've been with Adam.
Adam has mostly been a DM for his entire D&D.
Right, which is
Life.
we want him on our
Yeah, he's
thing.
going to be a player. He doesn't get a choice.
He doesn't get a choice.
He'll be a player.
And then I think a group of like 6
He deserves to
would
be
be
a player.
good size.
I'm
this
thinking at
channel.
least 4 to 6.
Yeah.
I think 4 is a good place to start, and then here and there we can adjust from there. 4 we can fit nice and easy in here. DM spot 2 on this side, 2 on this side.
But we also have the end spots.
We do, but for camera's sake right now,
I suppose, yeah.
it'd be easier just to here. Sit. We have the camera at the end of the table. We have everybody kind of facing each other. The DM would probably be the only person facing the camera directly, but we can adjust that with different type of as we go on.
Yeah.
It's a process.
Mm-hmm. But also, we're still workshopping this.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like this new setup would look really way better with like
Few decorations.
no, like it's gonna look way better when we do live streams again.
Yes,
Like this setup right here. So
Yeah. Definitely.
because it would be much more. How do I want to phrase it?
streamline.
That's. Excuse me.
We also
Streamline.
need to get better, like an actual camera and not use my phone anymore.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
an investment.
That's gonna be a minute.
I
That's
have a GoPro Hero 8.
That might honestly.
That
You need to
could
bring
be-
that over here one
Yeah,
day.
we need to try playing with it and seeing what we can do. I know that it would work
because the
for
only
live.
setback with
it's the battery that I
the
don't
only
really know about.
the only setback with the GoPro is that like
It
we
can
didn't have
overheat.
good lighting at first, which the GoPro that's where it like kind of like falls off is when there's not sufficient lighting. It's because
That's why it's
unlike
good
these
outside.
iPhones, like
Which the
phones
dynamic range
and
and
like
stuff.
yeah,
This has HDR.
right.
They
Not
have an
recording in
AI
HDR,
system that
I don't
allows
think.
it to function in darker light.
But I thought of a good idea for live streaming games when we do live streamings.
Okay.
So we
Adjust
have an
your
Elgato,
microphone.
right?
We have an Elgato.
We get
cam-
not
camera.
Elgato, but we get like an Elgato.
Yeah.
Thank you. We get like an
Yeah.
Elgato,
Yeah.
and we put that to my computer.
Yeah.
I have an unlisted live stream, so it doesn't show up unless you have a link.
Okay.
I send that link to your computer, and then we could have it that as a scene in OBS on your computer, and it's just a full screen version of my live stream that I'm having to no one.
Or we could do the opposite with the camera.
True, but I just thought that would be like the easiest way.
That's
It's kind of
the-
hard. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's in reality, I feel like it's
Yeah.
the easiest way, and it's kind of like a dual computer setup.
Yeah, that is true. We'll have redundancies and stuff. I mean, we eventually once we're even more set up, probably not in this space anymore. We'll want like a streaming computer, like a
Yeah,
Standalone.
one day we'll need a.
Let's
like,
see, I wanna
a
get rid of
set
that.
computer.
like with a graphics card with
Yeah,
multiple outputs.
I want to get rid of that entertainment center and put that TV up on the wall to give us more
Where would the
foot room right there.
PlayStation go?
I could build a little shelf easy that it
Fair.
could sit on.
Fair.
Just something that's a little bit more like close-ended, like doesn't swoop out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
that'd
that takes up a lot of foot space over there, I feel like.
Yeah, it does.
And then just clean up that whole space in general.
Yeah.
We can go to IKEA and look for tiny shelves.
I can make a tiny shelf for free.
Yeah, but I just like going to IKEA.
You just like the meatballs in your mouth.
I've never had the meatballs. Thank you.
Dude,
I've never
why
had
did
their
you say
balls in
that,
my
Gary?
mouth.
Why did you say that?
because it's funny.
It is
No.
Rollies and say it's funny.
It's not.
No, that means it. You
No.
failed.
No.
You failed the save.
16.
16.
It is hilarious.
Dude, that would be fun though. Make ourselves as D&D characters.
Oh God.
With our what would our stats
What
be?
would we be? Oh, that's an
Monk.
episode. That is an episode.
I wouldn't be a monk at this point.
But
what would you be,
what
Connor?
would you be?
Fighter?
I guess.
What would I be?
I don't know.
Barbarian?
What would I be is the problem.
Meat cannon?
Me cannon.
Artificer?
I just stick meatballs in my mouth.
I'd probably be a fighter with a proficiency with tools.
A gnome.
A gnome.
A gnome fighter.
A gnome fighter, because they would have a proficiency with tools, and they could also pick a martial prowess to a
And
certain
I'm the
extent.
shortest, so it makes sense, I guess.
We don't want to dog on you that much. You're not like gnome short.
I know.
You're
well,
like
compared to
5'8".
you two,
Not
How
gnome
tall are you?
short.
5'9" or 5'8"?
between that.
Okay.
So like probably like 5'8".
Well,
and a half,
Connor, you're
5'8"
really
and a
not
quarter.
small. It's just that
I
you
think
have
you're-
me. In like
I
Wyatt's
think
really
you're
not
above
that.
5'8".
What?
I think you're above 5'8".
I'm
You're closer to
5'8"
my
and
height.
I'm 5'8" and like 3/4
Because I'm supposed to be like 6 foot or something like that.
Well, and it doesn't help that like, because y'all are pretty normal. You're pretty like you're above average, and then you're like
at the average.
you're average.
I'm literally.
and then,
at the
but I
average.
think it's just me that sets off the whole
You've
group.
blown out of the average. You've
You
made
blew
the
out of the
average.
average
I'm
at
your
age
plaything.
6.
I'm almost above. I'm almost a foot above average.
What
You've
what
tickled the
sucks is
average.
that like I gave up height for the ability to focus with ADHD medication.
So you know what's funny? My ADHD medication was supposed to stunt my growth too. What's your excuse?
Boy,
Genetics.
Have you had your brain scanned for like tumors and like the like?
Yes, I actually have had my blood tested for tumors and stuff.
Okay,
And he's clean.
My pituitary gland, whatever.
it's just thick.
It's just meat.
It's just meat.
No, because they actually did blood work on me, like in high school, like because it was
you
like,
were-
hey, I'm only like 6'4" and I have a 17 shoe. There's a problem here.
I'm tall.
I know people who are like a foot taller than me, and I am only like 2 shoe sizes off of them. Why are my feet so big? Dude, you know who has big feet, bruh? My sisters, my little sisters. Like my sister's 9. She's already like wearing the same size shoe as my stepmom now. And
Like size 10s.
like, dude, she's meat feet, bro. Like hobbit feet.
Oh god, I hate feet so much. Yeah, the term meat feet is not okay.
Dude, giant feet.
I hate feet so much.
And so, but like
I now know how Connor felt during the cloaca conversation.
meat feet, bro. Dude, I love the term using meaty to describe something that's like thick or like built. Like
Meaty dice.
meat
Oh, I didn't tell
dice.
Connor. So for the low price of $250 something, we can get a giant D20 bigger than this, made out of tungsten.
Oh, is this the one that was on that Matthew Mercer brought on the Game Grumps?
neat. No.
And it was like breaking the table. This D20 is this big and it's solid metal, and they're rolling it on that tiny little table they have on Game Grumps, and it's just boom, 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 boom.
This is something I don't think you could roll that easily. It's tungsten. It is known for being one of
freaking bowling ball holes to roll it.
yeah.
And even then,
then,
that would break your fingers.
tungsten is like
that
one
would,
of the
like, break your fingers,
densest metals you
It's
can
like rivals
get.
Yeah.
lead.
It's heavy.
Yeah, tungsten's
It's giant.
thick.
This thing is like bigger than a softball, if I understand correctly.
Yeah, but that one that Matthew Mercer had was like this big, and it was solid metal.
But not tungsten
No, it was probably aluminium.
or steel, maybe. Aluminium,
I'm not gonna argue.
like a British person.
Aluminum.
Shut up, your queen's
Aluminum.
dead.
I mean,
What?
Shut up, your queen's dead.
Bro.
Oh,
Dude, we
yeah,
haven't had a podcast since the Queen died.
That's
bro.
happened. The queen's dead. If you haven't heard,
American Betty White. No, not
American Betty White.
no, British
I
Betty
wasn't
White
right.
has died.
ding dong, the wicked witch's day. That's my favorite video. Although that's about
I love.
Margaret Thatcher,
There's this.
who's been dead.
There's this streamer
This
playing
is
Fall
in a
Guys.
ball.
There's this.
Season of box.
There's a streamer playing Fall Guys. And
I
this,
feel
I love the
awful.
Irish.
And it was like King Charles, right? Or Prince Charles right now. And it's the streamer playing Fall Guys. And he wins. He's like, oh, easy, man. GG's. Give me that crown, man.
I like.
GG, easy,
What was
bro.
funny is that like it wasn't even 24 hours.
Yeah, no,
memes
it was
started
an hour.
rolling yeah.
Immediately.
It was
was
an hour. Like people had these pre-made.
Maybe.
People had these pre-made.
It's like they made them like 2 weeks. Like it's like once they saw the photo with their hands like that were black, like and people were like, "Yo, I've seen photos like this." The next day they were dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
What I think is hilarious, it's in a horrible way, is that the Parliament 2 hours earlier put out a statement. I was like, we don't know how long she has, dude. She could literally die at like any minute. I come back to social media,
and
and everyone's sending me a message. Yo, the Queen died. And I was like, it happened.
No, that's like I feel like so many celebrities has died this year.
So many celebrities has died.
Have died this year. Like I feel like it's just a ridiculous amount of celebrities specifically that have died in the last 2 years. Just of old, like just dying. They're just dying.
They're just old.
They're just old. Everyone we care about's old now.
Pretty much.
Like
Take that as you will, newer celebrities.
Yeah, newer celebrities.
Celebrities.
Be better. Be like older celebrities.
Yeah, Pete Davidson.
Be like be better. You in general. Be funnier.
I mean,
he
at
did
least
a drama role and it's like decent, and that makes me mad. Because it's like, you suck. How'd you do this great?
What movie was that?
I think it's King of Staten Island.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he did great on that.
Yeah, and then it's like he goes back to trying to do something that's funny, and it's like, this is just not funny.
Yeah. Poor Pete
Stick
Davidson.
to dramas.
Did him and Kim K break up?
Yeah,
They did?
They might
Yeah.
be back together. I don't know.
maybe. I know that he had their children.
Young
intact.
Gravy's dating Addison Ray's mom.
That poor girl. Normally, I don't feel bad for
I
like-
don't feel bad.
Normally, I don't feel bad for TikTok girls. But
She
like,
brought this plague upon her house.
Did you hear Tom Segura's story about Addison Ray?
No.
So he has a picture on his Instagram and it's like captioned, "Always love seeing my best friend Addison Ray." He's never known this person before this. He's at UFC fight at weigh-ins at UFC, right? And Addison Ray's in the front row. He thought that she was some fighter's wife or some professional athlete's wife, right? So but he's like, why is everyone going up to take a picture with this girl? You know what? I'm gonna get a picture with this girl. And Addison Ray, it's like Addison Ray taking a picture with her and Tom Segura, and like, so he just writes it off, and then his friend walks up to him and he's like, "Do you know who that is?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "That's
No
I mean,
idea.
that's Addison Ray. Like, she's like a humongous TikTok star, like 36 million Instagram followers or something crazy.
He's like, clout.
Like 98 million TikTok followers or some crap like that." He's like, "Oh," so then that's when he makes the post. "Always love seeing my best friend Addison Ray."
It's hilarious.
Like, dude, those two,
The
like,
clout. My
the Two
friend.
Bears One Cave podcast is what I aspire to be. Like,
Yeah.
I love that podcast.
My favorite like podcast clip ever is Isla. It's Isla shooting dice.
Yeah, and she's in high school. Like,
and
she's
like-
an adult.
And like
Adult.
just the sheer look of like hilarity and like how proud he felt.
Well, Bert is.
Bert?
He's old now.
His kids have no business being in a Catholic school. I'm sorry.
He went to
his-
Catholic school.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really?
That makes sense.
Well, so he's on
Checks
Theo
out.
Von podcast. This past weekend
Of
is what it's
course,
called.
He's on Theo Von. Of
This
course
is
you
a
listen
recent.
to Theo Von.
I love Theo Von. He is my hero. Theo Von is everything I hope and aspire to be one day.
Is he?
It can be a lot to take in.
Yes, I love Theo Von.
Oh God.
But Bert Kreischer said, where was I going with the story? Oh, he was like, so the first time I was friends with these ninth graders when I was in eighth grade. We were playing JV football, and they were like, "Hey, it's cool," because they were talking about showering with other guys in like high school and stuff. And he's like, and these guys were like really cool. They're like, "Hey, you're cool to if you're uncomfortable with your body, shower in your boxers. We're not gonna judge you." And then so he does it again though, and he's like, "Hey, other people are gonna start coming in here, and they're gonna think it's weird that you're showering in your boxers." So from now on, this story is now rated R. So he's like, so I started getting comfortable, and like we were all about the same size, so it didn't matter. But they like were a little hairier. They were a year older than me, whatever. He's like, but then I went to Catholic school, and then I got uncomfortable again. He's like, they had I don't even want to say it because it's so dirty. They had hogs, and he's like, but they had, and then I still had to pee, like he's like,
Wow.
they were grown men, and because I was in high school now, I was like showering in the same shower as like seniors and stuff, like grown men, right? He's like, I was not a grown man, like he's just like baffled by this story, and he's like, they had hair, they had everything, I had nothing. And he's like, this is the showers that were like the mushroom. I don't know if you guys know the shower because we had these in the football locker rooms at Northtown. They're like
like
a
the circle
mushroom,
kind.
and like everyone just stands in a circle and you're all staring at each other's things. And
Hell no.
They're all just like, yeah, just standing in a circle.
Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't do a sport like that because, ugh.
Dude, I was so uncomfortable, and I'm like, but I'm so dirty. Like
I just would have lived with it. I just would have packed up and left.
it was a
I
football
hate-
overnighter.
Oh God damn it! Then you can't
You
can't just leave.
I would have just gagged myself and threw up so I'd be able to leave.
I hate
that big a
I
deal.
hate awkward situations like that though. To me, it seems just like in principle, it is an awkward situation.
There was this like 6'4" dude, and he's like
Name Requise.
He was African American. And I walk around the corner to go shower, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait a couple minutes. Then I go back in and shower. But yeah, that's my shower story. That's Bert Kreischer's shower story.
With yours.
With including mine at the end there.
Okay.
Because I only had to do it once, thankfully.
A shower story reminded me of something.
Because like freshman year, I was like hairless still. Like, and I'm a big enough man to admit that I was a late bloomer. Okay, like I was like sophomore year came around, I finally went through it. You know, but yeah,
I fell out of the shower one day.
Fell out of the shower. Not fell, dude. I was home alone this week, and I was like, dude, if I fall in the shower right now, I'm
gone.
I'm in here for days. No one's gonna come find me. No one knows I'm doing bad.
It's enough time for the flies to come.
I'm dead. And sometimes I'm home alone. I'm like, bro, I could choke right now. Sometimes I'm home alone. I'm like, bro, there could be a gas leak when I sleep, and no one gonna be, because I'm sleeping through that shit. There could be a fire. I'm sleeping through that shit until I'm burning it in my bed sheets.
I don't know if you.
Shout out to Robbie, our friend Robbie. He's finally a fireman.
He's a firefighter, yeah.
Speaking of fires,
did you start a fire?
No, I said, but it could happen. I'm home alone. No one's there. I die. That's why I never want to live by myself.
That's fair. That's understandable. So get a dog. Always have a dog.
A dog can give me the Heimlich maneuver.
Well, he's not going to give you the
pull me out of the
maneuver,
shower,
but he's going to be able to, like, I don't know, tell you if there's a fire.
Yeah, but I feel
at the bare minimum.
I feel like Zion would just be like, yeah, something's not right. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
As overstimulation, she's like, I can't do this right now. Falls back asleep. Someone else's problem.
It's loud. That's loud and bright. I'm just gonna snuggle more up to Gary so I can ignore it. So where do we want to go? What are some future projects you want to have on the channel, Wyatt?
Oh.
Sorry, I just got a message and I'm trying to.
Well, I can.
You go first.
So
you go first.
I'm going to do a playthrough of Doom, the original 1993 release of Doom. I did a playthrough initially over my stint with COVID. It sucked, and I'm going to redo it because it was awful.
Oh.
Sorry, we made eye contact.
Of course you did.
Of course.
And I want to bring that to the channel just because Doom is like my favorite. Like I love Lego Star Wars. I love like Spider-Man PS4. But like Doom, like, and I haven't even like played it all my life. Like I started playing it like 8th grade. I played the Flash version in 8th grade, and I loved it so much so that I kind of figured out a way to use console commands to get it on the max at school. I'm not saying how because I don't want any.
Tell them how. The system's changed. It doesn't even work the same way.
You're like 2.5 years out of high school.
They got rid of the Porta client?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
You're like 2.5 years out of high school. You can't get in trouble.
I'm pretty sure that or RC will still work then. That's the console command I used to clear it. And
I don't think there's much they can do about
off.
you to come back down on you for what you did in those past actions.
Oh yeah,
like I said, you're 2.5 years out of high school. What can they do to you?
And they're also probably not going to listen to you.
Oh yeah, fair.
So you can probably get away with it scot-free if they were going to do anything.
I just don't want Logan to be stupid.
Dude, he's going to find his own ways to do it.
Oh yeah,
he's
he
a
probably
freshman.
already has.
Freshman year, I was playing Minecraft on my computer by now.
Freshman year, I was playing Call of Duty.
Because our buddy Onell,
and we got him to open it back up our senior year. It was kind of like a good send-off.
But I'm not telling you how Onell did it because Onell could actually get like issues.
Yeah, no, that could actually
the way Onell did it,
corporate problems.
Dude.
I think we mentioned Onell on this podcast so much that he's like a mystic.
Onell's a legend.
He's a mystic figure.
I'd like to see him as a guest. I don't know if he'd ever do it, but that'd be fun.
Onell is like
God.
He's everyone's guy in the chair.
He's a mythical figure.
He's everyone's guy in the chair.
He's the reason Gary has a PS4 or PS5. Sorry.
He offered me.
He was almost the reason that Jordan got a PS5, but Jordan said no.
I almost messaged him about like the one he was talking about on Snapchat the other day, and I was like, "Do I want to do that right now?"
That's the one. It wasn't even a disc one.
I know.
And
That's why
that's
like,
$50 cheaper than what he sold mine for. I was kind of pissed. I was like, I'll buy that one, and I was like, can I have $50?
Can I get $50 back?
Like he taught me a lot. Like back when I was a wee baby tech lad, he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot. And yeah, he's awesome. I love Onel. He's so.
We all
he's
love
so
Onel.
Cool.
Onel,
He's
you're
so
loved
cool.
here by the Time Sweeps podcast.
Oh, dude.
You could be my baby daddy.
But like, I will not disclose how he got Minecraft on our computers because it was.
That's all you need to know is
Yeah.
that there was Minecraft on computers.
Yeah.
You know how I got Minecraft on my computer? I put Minecraft on a flash drive and I just drag and dropped it onto my desktop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
That
how
was
I.
senior year.
That's how I ended up with it every single time.
I think that's how you were able to do it senior year. But like,
because I didn't have Minecraft freshman year. I had Call of Duty 4,
yeah.
and that's what all the football players were
I
playing.
mean, we.
Because we all played together,
But like,
and I kicked everyone's.
We had to go through like terminal and stuff.
Yeah.
Freshman year.
In the
It was a
Flappy
lot.
Golf. That was the
Golf.
one that
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
played together.
I did.
One person had Fortnite, like actual functioning Fortnite, and that was like
Yeah.
our
Fork knives.
I remember
sophomore
that,
or
like, his
junior year.
freaking computer sounded like it
Like it
was
was about
like
to
it was like it was about to
explode.
die.
Cuphead. That was also a big one.
Well, yeah, Cuphead was running. I had Borderlands.
God.
Yes,
I had Borderlands too.
I had Cuphead, and I got it on my Mac. And what was funny, is nobody in my family knew about that I've already been playing Cuphead. So they were like, they gave it to me for my birthday, and they're like, you can finally play Cuphead, and because I was like really into like the process of them making it. I've been following it for years.
Yeah.
And because everybody in my household was already like, oh, he likes the vintage cartoons.
It's the artwork, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
like
hate the voices in the show.
Yeah, some of them are frustrating. But like it got to that point, I was like, oh, I've been playing this for like 3 months. They were all like, oh, well, but I have a vinyl of like
Bro,
a few of the songs.
It's almost unfair how OP Miss Chalice is. The guaranteed double jump.
Yeah.
Suck.
All right, what time
Simple
are we
crap.
We're at 55. Minus like 7. But so what are some projects you want to have on the channel?
I've already talked about the Melee, mini Melee, D&D. I want to get into actually like, doing our short film projects.
Yeah.
I do too.
We've been trying to write some. We need to get back together on doing some stuff. We've been working on like a Matthew Murdoch character study type thing.
Oh yeah.
That's how I would like to call it.
I actually thought about a short movie idea that I'm gonna workshop with you guys later
Off
on.
camera.
Off camera, probably.
But I've been thinking of some ideas to take on an intro, that we could have something that works intro-wise. I've wanted to use some maybe miniatures. I thought of a cool idea that we could mimic like a spaceship. I thought
Like
that'd be
for
kinda cool.
like an intro to the podcast.
I thought
I
it'd be
thought of
kinda
like
cool.
a montage thing that we could do for like us like reacting during the last previous podcast or something. Like
previously on Time
Yeah.
Sweeps.
no, not like previously on, but like just like podcasts I really liked and would take inspiration from is the Impulsive podcast and then Theo Vaughn's podcast this past weekend. They play their song, right? So and we have a song. Shout out Joseph. We haven't talked in a while. We should talk again.
We'll have you on.
We could.
hey,
Talk about music.
But
talk about
You musically inclined man.
they play their song and they just play like a bunch of clips like moving around from their previous podcasts and stuff.
Like stuff that just happened.
Yeah.
Like Chuckle Sandwich also does that.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think that would be a
Or
good
I
thing
wish
to-
we could do something like the Sleepy Cabin.
Yeah, like
One
that-
night.
One night in a cabin far deep into the woods. I'd love to have an intro like that. I've also seen...
Courage Cowardly Dog-esque type.
yeah, kind of. Because I feel like our name, we need something that just... I don't know. It feels...
Traveling through time and space together.
There's something that you can... There's something
as
there.
one.
But I've also seen
That'd
all
be
sorts of like
corniest shit.
different kind of
ever.
little fun things that we could try
That'd
doing.
be so fun.
I want to bring stupid things to the channel. Just like doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like on TikTok, I've been following this guy. I don't remember the content creator name. It's Sebastian something. It's the dude with the PVC foam swords,
foam
just
swords
beating
and
the
rope
crap
dart.
out of each other. I think that looks like fun.
Yeah.
I think we could do it differently. I'm thinking that like, what if we actually had like cross guards? And I've been looking into like actual.
I want a rope
like,
dart one.
You want a rope dart?
I want a rope
Let's
dart.
do it.
Because that one looks so fun.
I think hook swords would be fun. I think an actual like broadsword style would be
I
fun.
have ideas that I want to workshop with you later too about intro. Oh, dude, I just had a really good idea.
We need to We need to have more another photo shoot.
Yeah, we need to do some more promotional pictures.
Maybe we could get some artwork done too.
Yeah, let's pay some local artist or something.
There's one we went to high school with that I've been wanting to message lately. And she does really cool. But that's more for like the D&D stuff. I want her to like draw some of our characters maybe.
Oh, I also had another idea for the intro where it's like the clip show type thing. But have you ever seen The Thing?
Like The Thing, like the old school thing?
Yeah, like the movie, like with the alien creature and stuff.
With the mimicking alien, yeah.
Yeah. The intro like that, I think, is something that we could mimic. I've watched his...
dog?
No.
Oh, like the intro, like the title.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that we could mimic that with... there's this YouTube channel I watch. They're cinematographers from England. And that's one of the things that they did is mimic that, and they set a trash bag on fire. And it actually works. It looks like the intro to The Thing.
Really?
But they did it with like their logo. They also mimicked it saying The Thing. I think we could do that. And I think that would be kind of funny if it said time sweeps.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be cool if we had something like that.
Also,
the expensive part would be getting a piece of glass.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
even
that's
that,
not even that expensive.
Right.
Or we can
I want to
just
do
shoot
the
a
thing where
clock
you
and
put
then
the...
sweep it up.
Huh?
What? We could just shoot a clock with a shotgun and then sweep up the remnants.
Time sweep.
That's if we were... That's
shotgun.
That's what that
That's
that would
if
be
we
our
were a
thing
gun
if
channel.
we were a gun channel like Demo Ranch. Like, you know how Demolition Ranch has the thing where he
Then
shoots
our
his
name
name?
would make no sense.
Gun sweeps.
What if we just blew up a clock?
Yes.
That's time sweeps intro.
There
because
was
there's like that one high beat in like the intro song.
Yeah.
That's when the clock is
I honestly think our thing is like it's kind of like video gamey, but it's also kind of like Gravity Fallsy, kind of.
That's something I'd like to do is have like paranormal investigation, like rip off the BuzzFeed on like unsolved stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think that kind of content is hilarious. We need someone who's actually believes this kind of stuff though with us.
We just have to have Logan and like he goes past the camera with a freaking flashlight.
Make it the hokiest thing possible.
He's like, woo!
And there's like this 14-year-old with a flashlight.
You see the light going past the screen?
Like slow it down. Did you guys see that? There's a light that went past the
then-
screen. Like not acknowledging that there's a person.
And then
holding
when
it.
it's just Logan like.
Well, I mean, like we could like slow the video down and like enhance, and we just get Logan's face, and then we like a slight cut so to like a normal video, and it's like the same pose, and he goes, "Shut up, that's why your teeth are green."
No.
Says it while
No.
viewing.
He's like, oh, well, let's listen to the electromagnetic spectrum.
like the
readout, and then it's just like, hold on. We need Logan on.
Just like the bizarre murmurings that he'll just have sometimes.
We need your brother on. Ah.
Next week.
Next week?
Next week.
Let's figure it out.
Next week.
Because he has theater and,
Ah.
he has after school. It's like he's in
Just
high
kidding.
school or something.
It's like he's in high school or something.
I'm sure he can miss one.
Although he's usually done by the time that I'd probably be coming up here, so that could probably, yeah.
So, yeah.
That would work.
Pick him up and then bring him up.
Just pick him up. Shove him in the trunk of the car.
Shove him in the trunk. Blindfold him.
I also want to have guests more regularly. Like
Yeah, like actually.
way more regular. Like I want to have. We had one guest season 1. I want to have like 10 this season.
I'd also like to just interview people. Like I'd like to get into a little bit more actual journalism aspect and interview stuff. We could upload that as their own individual things. Like we go to Comic-Con. We could interview someone. Some random dude or something. You know what I'm saying?
That pirate guy would have been a good guy to interview.
Perfect guy to interview.
We could have interviewed the Lone Ranger.
It's true. We could have.
We could have. We should.
We could have interviewed Darkseid.
True. Like literally, all those costume makers, all those kind of people.
So to give you context, there was
a
Lord
man
of
in a
the
Lone
Ring-
Ranger costume.
Oh, he was so bad.
He was nice.
Oh my god!
But he was a little
I
out of
forgot
touch.
about him.
Yeah.
Until you just said that.
He was a little out of touch.
Like I kind of had that's why I didn't laugh when you said we could interview the Lone Ranger because I
blocked it out of
him
your
out
mind.
of my mind.
Yeah, he was like.
Who are you supposed to be?
He was like.
He was also trying to say that he was obscure, like the Lone Ranger was obscure. And it's
He was like, "Who do you think I am?"
Like,
I was like, "The Lone Ranger," and he was like, "Oh, I thought I was more obscure than that."
It's like
I'm like, "Bruh, You've been a popular. The Lone Ranger's been around since forever, basically.
Yeah, Lone Ranger is a very popular character, and all of us have been exposed to some extent of it, especially with a movie that came out when we were younger.
Well, my dad
Armie
liked
Hammer,
Lone Ranger.
the cannibal.
Excuse me?
What?
Army. Have you not heard about
Not-
Armie Hammer's cannibal fetish?
Not the cannibal part. I knew he was like a sexual predator or something.
No,
but what are you talking about with
he
the
had
cannibal?
a cannibal. He has a cannibal fetish.
What?
Yeah. I kid you not. That's why. That's why he got canceled.
I thought he was because he sexually assaulted somebody.
Well, that, but like he.
Are you
He's
sure
just-
they weren't talking about eating people out and not eating people?
I am
I,
dead. I am dead serious. I am dead serious. I'm dead serious right now.
what in the Dom are you talking about?
I am no. I shit you not.
That'd be kind of hilarious. Anyway, I'm not gonna make. Yeah, that insinuation's already there.
I heard the Dahmer thing.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm not.
hey,
I'm
wait a
not gonna
second.
acknowledge the Dahmer thing.
Yeah, no.
Just did.
Yeah, you did now.
Checkmate.
You're in the Dahmer hole now,
But
boy.
yeah, Army Hammer. Yeah.
But yeah, I
why you
don't
haven't
think
seen
I
him
knew
in a lot
about
of
the
movies.
cannibal thing.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
why
see him
he-
in a
that's
lot of
why
movies
he's
beforehand.
Not Hal Jordan.
Whack.
That's not that. Yeah.
Well,
Um.
interesting.
Um.
But yeah, there's
where
a
do we
lot
go
of
from here?
projects. There's a lot of projects that we want to bring to the channel. Hopefully, that we can start doing in season 2.
Live streams.
Yeah, live streams.
What do you guys want to see for the Halloween special?
We have a few ideas. We're gonna.
carve pumpkins again.
Yeah,
We
we could add to it. We can do more.
could
Explode
make.
things.
Yeah, we can shove things and things and things go boom.
Do you want to see Gary make another penis out of a out of a pumpkin?
It was Squidward.
It was
Bullshit.
Squidward's nose.
Bullshit.
It was Squidward.
Song
My
about
my
It's
mom
Squidward,
my
it's
mom
Squidward,
like
it's
my
Squidward,
my
Squidward.
mom watched that and she was like, God damn it, Gary.
I'm Squidward. You're Squidward. We're all Squidward.
I was like, Mom, it's Squidward. And she was like, No, that's a penis, Connor.
I love your mom.
I was like, I know, but we're just going with it. It's Squidward.
It's Squidward. It's Squidward.
We're hopefully going to start doing more of the TikToks and stuff, more reels, the YouTube shorts, playing the game that the algorithms want us to play.
We need to buy that pirate ship game.
Yeah, we do. I want
need
to.
to
Where's that
find
card
the-
at, Wyatt?
I don't know. I didn't watch the episode for the information either. It's on my dresser somewhere. I just need to
Clean your dresser off.
clean it. So much pocket change.
Oh,
I don't know where it
I
came
moved
from.
my room around.
Yeah,
this
Connor
week.
cleaned his room.
I moved my room around for
GGs.
the first time in like
Years.
10 years.
I still have a box that all my work clothes came in, sitting in my room. That was a year. That was like 7 months ago.
I need to vacuum my room.
I still need a vacuum.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I need to get a bookshelf.
I need to vacuum.
I have too much books in my room. I had to get a
Oh.
new comic book box the other day or
I need
week.
to add like LEDs to my room.
I only have them on my desk.
Need a new ceiling fan and curtains. That's a different story. We're getting into some places that are
And on
It's
the
a
note
little
of
out.
all of us needing to improve our rooms.
yeah.
We are out of time for this week's episode of the podcast. Please make sure to like if you haven't liked already. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Please make sure to go down to the comments and tell us what you want to see for the Halloween special. What do you want to see future on the channel? And also to make sure to comment the secret word, which is
Boat.
boat. All right, guys.
Secret
Thank you
word
so
is
much for
wall.
tuning in for this
Oh.
week's episode of the podcast. Please make sure to share this episode with your friends. Make sure to stick around for the rest of season 2, and we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.